Hello and welcome back. We are going to learn how to download and install Visual Studio Code in this video. Our project is going to use XAMPP and then the Visual Studio Code. We have already installed XAMPP, left with the Visual Studio Code. So what is Visual Studio Code? It is a text editor that is used in web development, particularly if you want to develop websites. Then the platform, the environment that you have to type your code, you must use the text editor, and one of them is the Visual Studio Code. We have a lot of them. We have the Sublime Text, we have the Atom, we have the PHP, Storm, and others. Some are IDE actually. Some IDE. So IDE, I mean, it is the advance of the text editor. So the Visual Studio Code, we have similar one that is called Visual Studio. It has similar name but different functions. That one too is IDE. It has the ability to run the program, create exe file, debug the program, publish it, and all that. And remember that Visual Studio Code is not Visual Studio. The name are similar as I said, but they have different functions. And Visual Studio is for C#, the Visual Basic, F#, and the other languages. Okay, so if you want to use C# or F# or Visual Basic and that languages, you can use the Visual Studio. So let's start. Let's launch our browser. We launch our browser and then we search in the browser. We search for Visual Studio Code. Visual Studio Code. Download. Okay. For Windows, click inside. Then the first link, try to be on code.visualstudio.com. That's the official website. Click inside. So click inside. Then you are at this page. We have the Linux version, the OS version, what do you call it? The Mac OS version. There we have the Windows. So click the Windows version. Windows 10 and 11, you are good to go. So click inside. And you wait, it will start downloading. So this is the version 1.127. I'm using IDM, that's why you see all these things, so don't worry. If you don't have IDM, you should see it downloading here at the download side of your browser. Okay, so let me click OK, and it start downloading for me. So the version, the size is not all that big, 194 size. So wait patiently for it to download, and after that we continue. So I want to pause and come back. Okay, it has finished. So let me close this. Let me hide this. Let me open my IDM. Then this is what I'm talking about. This one, okay, the VS Code user setup. Click and drag on the desktop. So at this point, you double click inside. Then you read the terms and conditions here. Please try to read them. I normally don't read these things. It's very, very bad. So try to read these things, especially if the application is new and you don't know the terms and conditions. Accept next. You choose the location. I'll leave this by default. I also go to next. Then here you check here, create a desktop icon. If you want to create a desktop icon, check here. Then here you should check open with code. Open with code, Action, Windows Explorer, directly context menu. Please check these two. If you check them, if you right click on any project, you see open with code option will come here. Okay, will appear here. But if you don't check these things, and you install. When you right click on the project, you won't see that option. I'll show you when we finish installing. So let's check this tool and go to next. Then go to install. Then you wait for it to finish installing. It has started. Okay, we are here. So let's launch the Visual Studio Code. Click finish. You see it has appeared on the desktop, okay, because of the option that we added there. So this is the Visual Studio Code. This is the application that we are going to use in the project that we are going to start the next video. So I want us to install some extensions. Let's come here, okay, click extensions, and then you search here. Let's search for PHP some snippets. This one, click. It's already installed, so that's why you see uninstall here. So I don't want to install it again. And also search for PHP all-in-one. PHP all-in-one. That one too is very, very good. So when we start development, you see the importance of this extension. So let's click inside and also install. I've already installed, so you see uninstall here. So you have to install it fresh. So that is that. We will pause here and then continue from the next video. Thank you for watching. See you there.